Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of MuscleModelCars.com. This is AJ, and I'm going to show you the finished look of the 2021 Charger Pursuit vehicle, um, police vehicle that I was doing as a tribute to my little brother who just retired from the force. Um, and it took a while, a lot of parts and everything, but you know, it was worth it. I congratulate him on it, and I'm just going to kind of go through some of the things, the problems I had with it, or whatever the case may be. But it was worth it. It was. I would do it for him just for the simple fact of him just risking his life every day for his fellow American or whatever. You know. So here you go, Donnie. It's for you, bro. Uh, Here we go. It is. I'm gonna try to get it where I don't drop it, but I'll try to keep it right here handy. Um, it could have been a little bit better, but um, this is this is kind of in between while I was moving into my new location and you know getting things unpacked and everything and transitioning basically. Okay, so here we go. It's kind of a still some parts may still be kind of drying. I'm kind of giving you a quick look. It's a pretty nice vehicle. You kind of see them everywhere. They're commonly known as used in police forces all across America. They're pretty quick. They got the Hemi engine in it, and they're pretty stylish too, if you ask me. So, what I'm doing is basically going to go through some of the things I had, problems I had with this. Um, let's see. When I first started this off, I showed you, if you looked at the previous video, of the interior and everything. Got that while I was transitioning between my moving and everything and staying in a location where it was temporary until my place got finished. But um, I was able to, tape it, put a few stripes on there. It's not the best looking paint job, but you know, it's just more or less just my memory of. I think I saw him in a car like this one time. The Charger location. This was when I think I was on lunch and I happened to see him driving. And if I can recall, one of the other officers told me where he was and told me, the location where he was. And I drove over there and I kind of saw him kind of just, doing what police officers do. This was years ago before he became an instructor and all of these other things he does. For this young man here, when he was um, doing the training for new recruits and all of this stuff, and weapons training and all that stuff, he moved up quite a bit in the ranks. So I was kind of proud of him because I can remember when I first, number one, I got to name him. My mother was asking Sir Fisher for names, and back when he was born, and I was 15 when she asked me, but when he was born, I basically went to I was in high school, about to graduate, and I enlisted in the military. And he was born, but he was kind of let's see, he could walk, but he basically just started talking and everything. And I can go on and on about the stories I kind of used him for as my talking piece, trying to be a big man. But what he did was end up going playing baseball like I played baseball. I'm not sure if him watching me on the baseball team at a young age was if he even remember it. But I played baseball for McDonald, and then I played it for my high school. In my uh, junior and senior year, I played it. But then I had to let it go on the year my high school went downstate because I had to keep auto insurance. So my father made me make a choice: auto insurance or base. If you want to play baseball, you won't be driving because he wasn't going to pay the car insurance. Back in the day, parents gave you options, choices. There wasn't always a good feeling, but at the end of the day, it kind of gave you a responsibility. So I chose that to work to get car insurance because my wife, who I'm with now, been with her since high school. She was uh, didn't have a vehicle, and I kind of got her employed where I was, and I had to be able to drive, and I also wanted to be able to go out, get to her without my 10 speed. So, okay, because when she first met me, all I had was a 10 speed, and it was all different colors. That was a West Side Chicago 10 speed that I had been painted 3 or 4 times. So I had to, she took a ride on it. She said she didn't want to, but she did. I mean, we laugh about it now, but yeah. So anyway, I had ended up quitting the baseball team to work uh, to pay for my auto insurance. And this young man here, who just retired from the police force, was always in my back seat now and then. He used to like to hang out with me. Um, and I had two other brothers too, but they were kind of into their own thing with their friends. They were younger, so they kind of stayed around the block, around the house with their friends. But Dante was he was a little bit too young for them to want to be around. It's a sibling thing. So I used to let them ride in the back seat. No car seats at that time. They didn't really make it illegal for the kids not to have a car seat. You just had to have a seatbelt on. You know. So he used to be in my back seat quite a bit. So me and him used to hang on few occasions while I was a junior and a senior. Because in 1976 I was a sophomore, becoming a junior, and he was, I want to say three. He was uh, you know still walking and everything, but he couldn't tell on me that I was lying to anybody who I could that he was my son. I was using the opportunity to exploit him, I guess, but it was harmless. When I say exploit, telling all the young ladies who I wanted to speak with that he was my son from another girlfriend. But and eventually I told them after I got their number or whatever that he was my little brother. But you know, those are times we laugh about now. But he went on to do some good things. He's actually been a always a I want to say in law enforcement in one form or another. I'm not going to get into details, but before he was even as a young man and after going to college and being in college, um, he was into the security, and he was into I guess you want to say law. You know, I think it's like Brinks and all of that type of stuff. He was always into law enforcement in some form or another. So it doesn't surprise me that he spent his whole career in one place and retired from there. So they got a good man when they got him. So anyway, the problems. Let's go talk about the problems. This Charger has a Hemi engine in it. Let me see if I can pull this off. There it is, right there, and detailed color V8, and it it everything seems to be pretty compact, tight. Look, if you looked inside of a real Charger, these things are built for speed. You know, they're not going to give up on the chase or pursuit. You know, and the painting and everything, I kind of made it as accurate as possible. Um, the top is for if you got a helicopter or whatever. Um, they can see the unit number right there on there. Okay, and let's see the problems I had. I didn't have no problems really with the interior. This was all good, but the problem I have with these are the decals in this particular kit are very, very, I guess, easily torn or messed up if you soak them too long. So I had separated them, and if they got too soft or soggy or whatever, I just went on ahead and used the paint right here marker. It's not a marker. It's actually real paint, but it's easier than getting frustrated with the stickers and the decals and everything. It's got to be cleaned up a little bit, but you know, got the push bar on there. You got the decal highway patrol. I didn't want to put his unit on there, his where he's from and everything. That's kind of private. This wheel here, I'm going to, it looks on a weird angle, so I'm going to eventually pull that out and everything. Let's see what else we got with it. The other problems I had was these here, the spotlights or whatever that are on the window right here on the driver's side, here and the passenger side. Those were, okay. As far as the location, you don't have to be too particular with that. With the grill and everything, I didn't have no problem with that. All this stuff that you see here, I'm going to tighten all of it up before I have. I just wanted. It's been almost 2 weeks up in here. I ran out of ink. I ran out of paint here, paint marker for the black. So I'm gonna have to go buy a smaller one. I got a big one, but the big one would get too messy, and it's messy enough in my opinion. I don't really think that I could get up in there with this, with up in the grill area and make it and get rid of all the spots and everything. So that's something I got to do. I got to tighten up on. The other problems I had, like I said, these stickers here, right here, it says Hemi. Actually, if you look at it, and then the eye is gone on that, so that, and then it says Charger. So there's a lot of cleaning, and then up in the well here, you're gonna have to be careful with the coming up here around the fender well. getting all that tight before you attach the wheels. Let's see. The mirrors weren't a problem. They have holes in here where the mirrors can go right in, fit right in, and actually be firmly seated. Okay, you don't have to poke the holes; they're pre-drilled for you. Uh, the top part of the lights, the light bar here. I just used a paint marker on that because they give it to you clear, so you can make it whatever color you want. They gave you two of these. One is got ridges in it. This one has the ridges. The other one is just one sheet clear. So you can either make it all one color if you want, or you can make it both two colors. I elected to make it kind of like the front of the uh, flashing areas. Excuse me. I got one more fly left for the season. And he just got in just now. I had to jump my other car out. But that was it. As far as the stickers here, you got quite a few stickers right here, got one up here, okay, and the glass, I was able to kind of keep it as clean as I could. I'm working on that, okay. Looking at it underneath with the body attached to it. So I'm going to clean all of this up. It's a very nice vehicle, not really too time consuming if you put your mind to it. But what I will say is I had to really, when you're doing a two-tone type of paint job type thing, you got to kind of be very, very patient with it. Okay. And then you have to let one portion dry before you get the other going. I don't want to step on this on the hood. Other than that, I'd have to say congratulations, young brother. You did a good job in life. Proud of you. Happy retirement again. This is for you. You know, I want you to stay strong, stay now, have fun with your life. You and your wife and your kids. You know, because you had quite a ride. I understand that. So I'm proud of you. Be blessed. Move on to the next chapter in life. And um, I will be talking to you soon, okay? But this is the Charger 2021 Pursuit vehicle. And I'm being out here in my working area, it starts to get a little bit, you know, pesty fly here that just won't go. I got rid of all of them. All of them were gone, and I had to open up. My other vehicle needed to get jumped, and I had to leave the door open, and some flew in. One decided to stay, so I'll get rid of him when I get off camera. Okay, but this is the vehicle and its finished look. I was considering doing the wheels. They give you two sets of rims and what else? They give you a lot of parts. I will tell you that. So take your time with it if you decide to get this unit. You know, it's not a hard one, difficult one. It's a detailed one, and if you take your time with it, it's a very nice one. These here were decals as well, the blue and the red one. And those I just slid right on there, put them in place. You put them where you want, pretty much, and you can go from there. And then back here, you'll see Dodge up here was a decal here. Like I said, these decals I wasn't too happy with. So be prepared to get a little flustered with them. Other than that, you know, you should be able to finish up with this thing here, and in about a week or so, you know, and be uh, be happy with your. This fly is really bugging me. Be happy with your results. Take your time. Have fun. 2026. My next unit I'm going to be building is the, let's see, the 55 Bel Air Street Machine 2-in-1. Uh, kind of just got started with that. Kind of refresh your memories a little bit. You don't have too much to worry about with that. I did a little of the body and the chassis here, right there. So I'm working on this now. That'll be my next build. I had to let this dry into place before I moved on. Okay. So I should be having that done by this weekend. The instructions in this particular one is not too bad. And I'm going to try to get it to look like this exactly. And if you ever try something and it doesn't work, don't worry about it. It's yours. It'll have a place up here on my bench somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where. I may have to build some more shelves up over here because I'm starting to get quite a collection. So, and I'll move them around over here on the walls possibly if I don't decide to buy a stand or something. But other than that, you're in good shape with just a bench to put them up on. Nothing too major uh, where you have to spend a lot of money. Okay. And with that, I guess I will probably be letting you guys go. I don't think that I have anything else to tell you about what did I do with the vehicle? Oh, here it is. Anything else about this guy here with the pursuit vehicle here? It's a 2021 for you can see it got a few decals in there. Something you would see on a regular squad car, you know. And this is for my little brother, and much respect. Proud of you. All right, keep it moving. And you guys, we will see you probably this weekend. And with the other one, at least I'll let you know how far I've gotten. I'm not sure if it's going to be finished completely, but it will be, you know, maybe 75 to 80% done. And, barring any interruptions with life, I guess, because life come at you from all directions. So, you got to just make time, take time to make time. Okay. Keep it moving. Much blessings to everybody out there. Love you guys. Those that stuck around doing my hiatus, pretty much. We will see you Saturday, and I'm gonna try to get one a week back to that, where it's at least one a week. I know this one I think might have been about 2 weeks, but I was doing crossing over and letting the paint dry out and all that on the squad car while I was working on the Bel Air. Okay, so the Bel Air should be done, and I may try something different. It's another one that I want to do, but I'm not sure. I don't want to talk on that yet. So we will see you guys probably Saturday/Sunday. Well, maybe Friday/Saturday. Sunday, I usually try to take a day off now, but we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna try to get a lot more um, neater. There's always room for improvement. I was doing a lot of things and rather than focusing on one thing, I need to go ahead and try to finish working on some things at one time. Try to finish it out rather than working on two things at once. Now I can get back to kind of relaxing. Okay. Okay. So talk to you guys later, and we'll see you next time on musclemotorcars.com. Okay. Be safe.